Oh, hello! My name is Wyatt Shipp, and today I'm here to talk to you about the Obergefell V. Hodges case, the case that legalized gay marriage all throughout the U.S. First, a bit of background. Throughout much of early American history, homosexuality and lesbianism saw little to no prevalence and was highly discriminated against. That'll change on June 27, 1969. The Stonewall Riot occurred on June 27, 1969, at Stonewall Inn, a gay bar in New York City. Police officers arrested people simply for frequenting the place. The gays wouldn't have it, and they fought the police back. Riots occurred for days, and ultimately, this sparked the gay liberation movement, which lasted for a while. The gay liberation movement inspired people to come out and embrace themselves for being homosexual. Its influence spread across the globe, and it spurred the development of pro-LGBT organizations, such as the Human Rights Association and the National Gay and Lesbian Task Force. The positive impact of movements such as the gay liberation movement surely influenced the outcome of the trial. What is now considered the most, if not the most, important event in the history of the gay rights movement occurred when Jim Obergefell entered the scene. Jim Obergefell was married to a man named John Arthur, who was diagnosed with ALS and passed away in 2013. When Arthur passed, the state of Ohio did not acknowledge that Obergefell was the widower of Arthur on his death certificate. It was then that Obergefell decided to take it to court. It eventually made it to the Supreme Court, and was supported by 3 similar cases from Kentucky, Michigan, and Tennessee. The case inquired that the Supreme Court if America required all 50 states to issue same-sex marriage licenses, and if all states must recognize gay marriages formed in another state. Obergefell's opponent, Richard Hodges, was the director of the Ohio Department of Health. The case was first argued on April 28, 2015, and ended 2 months later, coincidentally, one day before the anniversary of the Stonewall Riot. Obergefell won. Countrywide same-sex marriage rights had been granted, finally securing these people their constitutionally granted liberty of marriage. However, many people argue and still argue against the decision. It was actually only a 5-4 vote, and those who dissented, such as Justice C.J. Roberts, justified it with the claim that under the Constitution, judges have power to say what the law is, not what the law should be. Many of the dissenters who sympathized with Justice Roberts were Republicans, who wished to follow traditional constitutional values, which they believed did not include same-sex marriage. More notably, though, conservatives disagreed with the opinion and still disagree today due to religious reasons. The Bible states in Leviticus 18:22 that you shall not lie with the male as one lies with the female. It is an abomination. Supporters of same-sex marriage, especially in the media, would use this as a primary accusation for those who opposed it. Radicals such as the Westboro Baptist Church did not help the conservative cause. They are notorious for their pickets at memorials such as that for the Sandy Hook shooting victims, and thanking God for horrid events such as the Boston Marathon bombings. They claim that all worldly strife occurs through God's wrath against humanity for allowing same-sex marriage. They adopt the tagline, God hates sex. Those who support these claims would argue that America does not uphold the standards of the Constitution, that allowing same-sex marriage interrupts the flow necessary to keep the country stable. However, in reality, the Constitution standards are actually being upheld by the passage of same-sex marriage. The Constitution's preamble guarantees that the U.S. would secure the blessings of liberty. Marriage is a liberty. Justice Anthony Kennedy, who delivered the deciding vote, claimed that the Due Process Clause of the 14th Amendment guaranteed the right to marry as one of the fundamental liberties it protects, and that it also applies to same-sex couples. Justice Kennedy's viewpoint is logical. Why disallow a constitutionally guaranteed right? Why would it be constitutional to deny a constitutional right? The Constitution cannot be used to hold America back from change, because it is undeniably changing, and will continue to change by the day, by the hour even. In order for America to progress, the Constitution must progress as well. The American lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, plus rights movement is one of much dimension. However, all those who take part in the movement are united toward one common goal:
freedom of love. And each and every day, they will continue to move toward that goal until we have complete and full acceptance. And as seen by events such as Obergefell v. Hodges, they're getting closer and closer to that goal every day.
Thanks for watching. I'm Wyatt Shipp, saying be proud of who you are, and always remember, It's a great day to be a breaker. Bye-bye. It's a really small blazer.